Hello and welcome everybody to episode 12 of the podcast. I'm Michael.
I'm Noah.
And we are the Knights of Entertainment, a podcast covering topical news and deep dives into your favorite unknown comic books, movies, games, and more weekly. We appreciate you tuning in and hope you enjoy the show. This is what we are covering tonight. We are, for the fourth time, going into Overlord once again. Fourth time, I think, yeah.
I think it's third, isn't it? No, wait.
No, it's fourth.
You're right. Never mind.
Yeah, because we got episode 1 of it, floor and area guards. Yeah, fourth time. Overlord, we're going over Sebas and the battle maids of Nazarick.
Cool.
But before we do, like, share, subscribe. Check out our promo code on Coffee Brand Coffee, KOE Pod, saves you 5%. And we will go ahead and dive in. Alrighty. First person we are starting with on the battle maids of Nazarick, we have Sebas Tian. He is a level 100 NPC.
Jesus.
He is known as the Iron Butler.
He's a butler?
He is a butler. He is of the Dragonoid race. He stands about 5'10".
He looks tall as fuck.
Yeah. His name is a play on the Japanese trope for butlers being named Sebastian. So his name is Sebas Tian. They separate the name Sebastian into two.
There's a trope?
Yeah, there's a trope. Of like, you can look at a lot of the anime and a lot of the butlers' names are Sebastian.
Weird choice, okay.
Like they're just all named Sebastian. And that's kind of what his appearance looks like too. Is like the traditional, the trope of what an older butler dude would look like.
Yeah.
He is the leader of the Pleiades the Pleiades 6 stars, and he defends the 9th floor of Nazarick with them. Giving the members of Einzelgone basically time to prepare for a final stand in the throne room. Once people, if they make it past the 8th floor and all the other floor guardians, and they actually make it that far, they're basically the last stand. So that way, all the members of Einzelgone could have went to the throne room to prepare to basically whip ass in the throne room at that point. Let's see here. He looks like an older butler and dresses gracefully in a traditional black uniform with white hair, immaculate beard, and a humanoid form. So he looks like basically your traditional butler. It's kind of also like the play on Alfred. So he kind of looks like somebody that would look similar to an Alfred type character.
So he's not bald at least.
No, he's not bald. And he's got that like sharp
goatee.
Sharp goatee, super like immaculate looking.
Yeah. Is he missing an eye?
No, it's always in like shadow though. Like even in the anime, it's a lot of like that one eye is always covered.
Huh.
And it goes back and forth. So
it just witches' eyes.
Yeah. It's just like that shadow of dark look or whatever, kind of like you're always kind of evilish a little bit is the way it's kind of depicted. Like his creator, Lord Touch Me, which I talked about in the original video. Touch Me was the world champion basically for like fighters and stuff like that within Yggdrasil. Mm-hmm. And his name again is pretty funny. Touch Me. Like, come on, bro.
It's kind of odd.
But like his creator, Lord Touch Me, he has a sense of justice. So he's kind of righteous compared to the other people within Nazarick that are very fucking evil. He has a karma rating of 300 positive. So he's actually pretty high up there and being a good person. He doesn't completely hate humans or see them as inferior. He believes there are good humans and the strong should protect the weak, kind of like his creator was. On the flip side, he is disgusted with the ugly nature of some humans, and he will destroy anybody that opposes Nazarick, regardless if he likes them or not. One example of him showing that the strong should protect the weak. There's part of a story where there's this one girl that's thrown out of like a whorehouse in the anime, where she's used, her teeth are all broken and everything. Jesus. Like she's like in horrible condition. He takes her home to get her fixed up, basically. Even though it puts him at risk of looking like he's going against Nazarick because he's doing something that he wasn't told to do.
Oh.
But he's very, very protective for a character, mostly coming out of Nazarick where they're all demons and shit. He also doesn't seem to get along very well with Demiurge, the demon, the one that skins humans alive and stuff.
See why?
But he will work with him for the good of Nazarick. So, like, he puts his own pride aside for the good of the actual guild.
Yeah.
It's theorized that since Sebas was created with no flavor text, he's one of the main NPCs that took on the characteristics of their creator when they went to this new world. Because he was Touch Me, whenever he created him, he didn't put any flavor text at all. It's like he's a butler. Like, he didn't go into depth. He didn't try to create like a personality for him or anything like that. So he basically took on theoretically more of his creator's attributes when they went to this new world, which is kind of different for a lot of them. Touch Me, he had that same kind of a sense of justice for basically wanting to help others and stuff like that. And he was a police officer in the real world.
Quite the name he chose.
Yeah, Touch Me. While dispatched to Riestes' kingdom in this new world for reconnaissance and stuff like that's what Ainz wanted him to go do. He prevented Solution, which is another of the battle maids, from killing anyone other than those that tried to ambush them throughout the entire espionage part of it. He would also write down all information, including street gossip, to paper. He would meticulously write it down before he would send it back to Nazarick for updates and stuff like that. Sebas is an unarmed combat specialist, and he is in a triangle of power with Albedo and Cocytus, the two floor guardians. So basically, Cocytus is like a glass cannon, and he beats Albedo. Albedo is the tank, and she would beat Sebas. And Sebas is a close combat, so he beats Cocytus. If they're in that like paper, rock, scissors setup. So, like I said, Cocytus is like gigantic, but he's super, super strong, but he's literally a glass cannon. But Sebas can beat him.
That glass chin, huh?
Yeah, pretty much. His skills include heel drop kick. So he basically just
a fucking dropkick
fucks you up. And just there's a scene even in the anime where he does that, where his leg goes up and then the person's like cut in half.
Jesus.
Intimidation. He strikes so much fear just by looking at people, they die instantly.
That conquerors hockey.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And he also has Palm of the Puppeteer. He uses a type of magic called Ki, which Ki's used in a lot of
damn near everything, yeah.
Yeah, so it's not unheard of. But it basically it makes the target unconscious and obey the user. So he can make him do kind of whatever he wants. Hence the name Palm of the Puppeteer.
A dirty old man.
His gloves that he wears, his white gloves, also reduce elemental damage, fire, acid, other things like that. And that is everything for Sebas at the moment. Next we go into the actual Pleiades battle maids. He's their leader in this point, but they're a maid squad that was programmed to act like sisters, although not legitimate sisters. Each being created by a different guild member, depending on who the leader is, Sebas or Oriel Omega. Oriel Omega we covered last week with the area guardians and stuff like that. Their names are either the Pleiades 6 stars, which whenever they have Sebas with them, or the Pleiades 7 sisters whenever Oriel Omega is with them, because there's 7 of them at that point.
Okay.
Their ages go from the oldest being Alpha to the youngest being Omega. So Alpha and Omega. Yeah. It's a good setup with that. The first of the Pleiades is Yuri Alpha. She is a level 51. She is also known as the big sister of the battle maids, since she's the oldest of them. She's a Dullahan. which is a headless corpse that generally carries their decapitated head. Yuri, on the other hand, has a collar necklace that basically holds her head on.
Joe, I'm like, she's not, her head's
She's
fine.
not decapitated, no.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. Jesus Christ.
But she's of the dual, so she's basically a corpse.
Oh, God.
You couldn't tell, though. I mean,
Well, there goes any. Well, no, I guess Rule 34 don't give a fuck, do they?
well, now her head can move on its own.
There's no way. No necrophilia. That's a little bit too far.
She is classified as beautiful, intelligent. She wears glasses, and her hair is tied up into a low-cropped bun. She has a dress with armor plate and spike gauntlets.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's actually kind of like she's like the tank-looking.
Yeah.
She has a positive 150 karma rating.
Oh, she's all sweet and nice.
Wow. I mean, technically, Sebas has a 300, so he's even
sweeter and nicer.
They'll fuck you up. And is considered kind-hearted, while being one of the two safe sisters.
Got that in religious
To humans.
iconography too.
A little bit, yeah, a little bit.
The cross in the middle.
The sad part, she's considered one of the two safe. Like her and one other that's considered safe to be around humans.
Jesus.
She's also strict and calculating, like a teacher would be. Kind of a little bit of a trope there, but she will gladly take on any task that's given to her. She is a melee fighter who excels in close combat, like Sebas. She is skilled in Chinese martial arts such as Fa Jin and Qigong.
Qigong.
She also used Kibakusho, a technique that gathers light between the palms as an anti-individual attack. When it touches the enemy, basically it creates a shockwave.
Oh. Huh.
She also has Impact Blow, which
She fucking knocks you in the face.
with those big ass gauntlets. Yeah, that's
All she needs is these hands. I don't
like she.
know. All this extra stuff.
There's so many different pictures with her. Like, come on, bro. She's getting ready to suck your face off. She's also got iron skin. Basically, it makes your skin harder. And a technique called strike.
You just want to punch them in the face.
Just right in your fucking face.
They go on the Apollo Creed jab.
The items that she has a fly pendant, so basically allowing her to fly, not as in like an insect fly pendant, but it's like a little pendant that's got wings on it, and that was given to her by Ainz. She also has a second pair of glasses where she can see through invisibility of them.
Cool. I just keep those on all the time.
I'm sure they're valuable, so she doesn't want them broke.
Yeah.
If she's going to give you these hands, she's not going to wear those glasses.
Yeah, I always hated like getting into a fist fight because I wear glasses. That's the last thing. Like, these are expensive, bro. Hit me in the body.
She was created by the guild member Yamaiko, which is one of the three female guild members of Einzelgone, while it was still an actual guild at the time.
Huh.
What's your thoughts on her so far, just looking at that?
Well, she's a hottie, but with the whole headless thing, I didn't know. Yeah.
You see the collar choker necklace?
Yeah, like she takes it off, her fucking head tips over. Kind of a no-go.
Next one we have Lupusregina Beta.
Look at this goddamn scent magnet.
She is a level 59. No. She is known as the sadist with a smile.
Oh, never mind.
You have to remember, see, that's going to be the whole point of everything to do with Nazarick. They're
all
look
evil, yeah.
super nice, but most of them really aren't. She is a werewolf build. She stands about 5'7". She is darker skinned with athletic build, red hair tied into long braids. She has an outgoing personality. She's social, friendly with humans and stuff like that. Basically, that's all a mask. To conceal her brutal and cunning personality.
Like any other fucking serial killer that walk the face of the earth.
She also loves to make lewd jokes in front of like innocent people to see the look on their face. See, a dignified pervert right there.
Just like me.
You might get along with her.
Maybe. Well, maybe not the sadistic side.
She also uses a complete invisibility skill to appear behind and scare the hell out of people.
Well,
she comes out of nowhere.
There's the glasses for you.
I think, when you think about it, if Yuri Alpha is the leader, basically like the co-leader of the Pleiades 6, that's probably why she has him, is to see her.
Make sure she's not sneaking up on
Where
her.
the fuck are you? She has a karma rating of -200
It's pretty high.
and can downright be cruel. So she's not very.
She doesn't look that. That's the weirdest part.
Hence the name Sadist with a Smile. Because the other sadist is
She's like wearing a nun outfit. What is this?
kind of what it looks like.
Yeah, kind of.
A maid nun crossover.
With them thigh highs. Always gotta have them thigh highs.
Split up the side. If you notice, she's going to be one of the few that actually looks like that.
Oh boy, that's like it.
Well, think about it. Yuri Alpha does not have that in her dress. It doesn't go up her leg the same way.
More modest.
And think about it. The only other sadist is Shout Your Blood Fallen, the vampire girl. She was created by the guild member, the Beast King Mekongawa. Hence, probably why she's a werewolf species.
Some animal, yeah.
Yeah. She is a battle cleric that has a balanced overall build. She can transform into a werewolf due to her racial class of lycanthropy. And she is also weak to silver and similar metals.
Similar to silver. Silver.
Maybe platinum. Something like that.
Yeah.
Could be. She can use spells such as All Greater Heal, which heals several of her allies. Animal Instinct, which is sensing a target's thoughts. Not necessarily reading their thoughts, but sensing their emotional behind, like emotional thoughts and stuff like that. Or like their, do they have a kill instinct or something like that?
Their intent.
Basically, yeah. She has complete invisibility, obviously, which we've already talked about. Heal, which is a 6th tier spell. She can use Fly, which is probably why Yuri Alpha needed the pendant, so that way she can catch her ass.
Yeah.
And Regeneration, which can be cast on a single individual at a time. She also carries the Crosier, which is her main scepter weapon on her back. Kind of like a religious-looking weapon. Just smack the shit out of you. I mean, if she's a battle cleric, she's going to smack you over the head with the power of God, I guess. It's just not going to be a good god, basically. That is everything for Lupusregina. Now we go into Narberal Gamma. She is also known as the egg-shaped battle maid.
Well, kind of, I guess.
She has a doppelganger, same as Pandora's actor. The one that had the holes in the head. She's the same species as him. Okay. That's not what she looks like normally. She usually would, like if she wasn't using her doppelganger ability, she would look like him.
Oh.
With the holes in the head.
Jesus.
Probably hence the name egg-shaped battle maid. She's described as elegant with snow white skin and a ponytail. As a battle maid, she wears the maid outfit decorated in gold and silver. But as an adventurer with Momon the Knight, which is the alter ego of Einzelgone, and where he goes out into the kingdom as a knight, she wears a plain brown cloak and does not wear the maid uniform at all.
Got some big ass feet.
She's gonna shove them up your ass.
Probably. The point is fuck.
Can't be as bad as some of those cowboy boots, though.
You keep saying, what's that song? My boots are making a fall walking.
And these will walk all over you, literally.
They'll walk all over you. Okay, spit in your mouth. You probably try to catch it. Like a pervert.
Taking on the fully human form as an adventurer, she owes that to her doppelganger ability. She views humans as low-class creatures similar to insects and worms.
So do I. So there we have that.
Though she was created by guild member, I'm going to butcher this name, Nishikinrei, the guild of the ninja of the guild Einzelgone. So he was their ninja scouting super fast character. She is the highest leveled member of the Pleiades and uses spells such as Dragon Lightning, which is a 5th tier spell, Chain Dragon Lightning, which hits multiple people with the Dragon Lightning, 7th tier. And she can use Fly, Invisibility, Teleportation, and Electrosphere.
Jesus Christ, everyone can fucking fly and turn invisible, apparently.
Yeah, and apparently a lot of her spells that she uses are electricity based, or lightning, basically. So in the other picture that is in there, it also shows her using that ability.
Oh, damn.
And she will fuck you up with that. She also fought an undead dragon. 2 of them at once.
What's worse than a dragon or an undead dragon?
And she beat both of them with 1 spell. And the person that cast it, oh, magic doesn't hurt it. Physical damage can't hurt them. She's like, oh, yeah. That may be true up to level 5 or 6. I use 7th tier, bitch. Just destroyed them. Alrighty, on to the next battle maid. We have Solution Epsilon.
Jesus Christ, they're all fucking just banging, apparently.
She is a level 57. She is known as...
Hey, these boots are made for walking right here.
Only instead of the thigh-high socks, she's got thigh-high boots.
Thigh-high boots.
With a super mini skirt. She is known as the Prison of Disillusion.
Good Jesus.
And she is a slime class race.
Slime?
Yes. Yep. She is blonde with spiral curls and blue eyes with clothing emphasizing her sex appeal.
No kidding.
She is a slime that can change her appearance at will.
Gross.
She thinks humans as food and toys.
I keep forgetting they're not humans.
Yeah, they're not. Think about it. If she's a slime, she's just taking on the appearance of a human.
Right.
She swallows them whole and alive, taking joy in those that struggle. She literally booby traps them.
Oh, okay.
She booby traps lustful victims by showing her chest, and when they go grab her boobs, she starts to absorb them.
Jesus.
While they scream and struggle. She is said to be empty inside, and not just emotionally, like physically. And can protect or dissolve anything absorbed into her actual physical form. She has a pure physical attack immunity because obviously as a slime you can't really stab her.
Right, she's pretty much immune to blunt trauma.
Yeah. She specializes in assassin skills, detecting traps, pursuit, scouting, and the superior use of poison in combat. She was created by Hero, the ancient black slime, which was also the character that's in the first episode of Overlord. Hero was the one that showed up in the first episode talking to Ainz that actually came to the call for like the last meeting of the guild, basically, before the server shut down. And he's the slime that's in that first episode. Her karma rating is not great either. She's pretty evil. Next one we have CZ2128 CZ2128 Delta.
It looks like a child.
She is a level 46. She is known as the Seek and Charge Maid, and she is an automaton class.
Except for her head.
Yeah. She's still basically like a robot, though.
So a cyborg.
Her appearance is a short girl of 5'9".
Short? Mm-hmm. 5'9"?
Or, excuse me, 4'9".
Oh.
I misspoke. I'm sorry.
I was like, I must be a fucking little person that God dang.
The sheer look of like 5'9".
That one dude's 5'10". God dang.
Little people. She's got straight red gold hair. She has an eye patch on her right eye, and her left eye is a target mark.
Huh.
She wears a military camouflage pattern clothes and shows no emotion or tone in her voice when she speaks.
It looks like she wouldn't.
She, along with Alpha, the first one, are the safe Pleiades to humans.
Okay.
So she doesn't really just purely hate humanity the way the other ones, like Lupusregina, the sadist. Well, she's happy to kill you. She's got no issue with it. Delta is not the same. She will not just actively go kill you. She hates cannibalism, but likes cute things like Eclair. The
That was oddly specific to not like cannibal.
I'm assuming that she probably is thinking of Kyohuko, the roach.
Maybe, yeah.
The one that cannibalizes his own people.
Oh, his own people, yeah.
So that would kind of make some sense to it. And she likes Eclair, the penguin. That wants to take over Nazarick, but is too incompetent to do so. She will hug them until she is told to let go of them.
Oh, so to death.
Yeah, pretty much. She also likes to stick 1 yen stickers on anything that she likes.
Oh.
Kind of like a little kid.
So I thought she had no personality. That's pretty personal.
Apparently she just doesn't show it.
Oh, she's a witcher.
Yeah. She is also popular with the homunculus maids within Nazarick. Basically, those are the only maids that actually do something in Nazarick, are the homunculus maids. So they're still not human.
Oh.
She specializes in long-range combat using various firearms. She is skilled in gunner and sniper classes, and she is able to track targets in low visibility, such as fog. Close range puts her at a disadvantage, but not out of options. She possesses a magic gun, kind of looks sci-fi a little bit. A camo scarf, allowing her specialized stealth ambush spells, and a perfume bottle that she uses to hide her scent in the wild. So she's like the true sniper.
Like the soldier, yeah.
Yeah. She's like the little, the one military style with guns and shit.
Remind me of the sniper in Metal Gear Solid 3, this old guy.
Yeah.
If you set the timer far enough, he'll just die in the wild.
Really?
You'll find his dead body, yeah. Because he's really old and you're fighting him in a sniper fight. But if you don't want to fight him, you can just skip time ahead on your on the PS2 clock, and you just find him dead. Like, well, this was easy.
She was created by the guild member Garnet. He's basically the guild member that was responsible for all the traps and gimmicks within Nazarick. He's the one that set them all up. Her karma rating is plus 100.
Yeah.
So she's not evil.
She's not evil.
Nope. Which is not what we can say about the next one.
Oh boy.
Entoma Vasilissa.
This one does look like a child.
She is known as the insect-loving maid, and she is of the arachnoid race.
Oh, I thought she was a cockroach too.
No, she's a spider.
Oh God.
She normally has the appearance of a young girl, wearing traditional Japanese attire, with bright red eyes that never move nor blink.
Oh, good.
And no bare skin but her face.
Just realized her hair is not hair, is it?
No. It's not. Just the look of oh God.
Realization, yeah.
I mean, nothing can be as bad as Neuronist, but her true form is a spider-human hybrid. Her face is really an insect. Along with her voice that is produced by a leech-like creature that steals voices from its victims. Her real voice being more similar to Cocytus, which is more like gravelly insectoid style.
Yeah.
Her hair is rolled up centipedes.
Okay. I'm gonna let that one go.
But not liking her own voice, if so, for some reason she loses the the lip bug basically on her, she just won't speak because she doesn't like the sound of her own voice.
Oh, so she can talk?
Well, she can talk. She just doesn't. She'll use that leech lip bug to speak for her.
Surrogate.
Yeah. She likes to eat humans.
Okay.
One of the like this.
Seems like they all want to eat people.
But she will not actively go out of her way if she's not hungry. She weaves webs to catch prey on the 3rd and 6th floors of Nazarick. Basically, it's fun for her to set up traps to catch people. Like this is actually her joy.
She loves the hunt.
Yeah, well, being a spider. She does not like her appearance or clothes to be disrespected or insulted, finding it unbearable and sending her into a rage because of her loyalty to her creators. Basically, if you make fun of her appearance or her clothes, a good example is there's a character in the story named Evil Eye. Evil Eye is a vampire type character that's not part of Nazarick. But in this fight, she starts saying, "Who would ever want somebody like you? Who would ever want to? Who would ever create something so ugly and hideous?" Which kind of pissed her off because Entoma is so loyal to her creators that it's like you would dare insult the creation of like a supreme being.
You dare speak about God like that?
Pretty much, yeah, it's the same type of thing. So whenever you criticize the way she's dressed and the way she looks, you're basically criticizing her creator,
right?
And she doesn't like that very well. She was created by the guild member Jinjiro, being described as liking things neat and organized. So again, that's even a bigger insult to her. If you criticize her clothes for looking drab and stuff like that, her creator was basically purely like neat, and he wanted everything to be perfect. So
the neat freak.
Yeah, pretty much. She has spirit-based magic that relies on insects and talismans in battle. She is not entirely a combat maid, but provides as a support role to assist her fellow maids. She can attack both close quarters and long range by summoning insects to attacks such as the bullet bug, which is basically a bio Gatling gun. Blade bug, a shaped bug that she can attach to her body. Hard armor bug, which is basically a bug that will attach to her that she can use as a shield.
She Iron Man? Jesus Christ.
And thousand lash bug, which is basically a centipede bug that she can use that is like a serrated whip, basically. Her talismans include the lightning bird, explosive, sharp, cutting, spider, and piercing wind talisman. She has a karma rating of -100. And then the last of the sisters is Oriel Omega, but we covered her during the Area Guardians episode. Basically, she's OP as fuck too. So, and she's a level 100. So, but as you also notice, a lot of these battle maids, they're not level 100.
Yeah, they're barely capped like 50 sometimes.
Yeah, pretty much they're all hovering around the 50 level. But then again, they weren't designed to be like the biggest threat to any intruders to the Tomb of Nazarick. They're basically the last line of defense to allow the guild members just a little bit of time to set their shit up to actually for their last hurrah, basically. Right. And that's assuming anybody ever made it to that point.
It doesn't seem like they ever will.
No, I think the farthest anybody's ever made it was to
like 4 steps into level 1.
With Shaltir.
Yeah.
I think the farthest anybody's ever made it was the 8th floor. That's and a victim is the one that helped to destroy those 1,500 players. So, but that is everything for Overlord this week.
All right.
The last thing that we might cover, we might go over a few of the items involved in Yggdrasil or the Yggdrasil items. Mm-hmm. We might go over a couple of the other characters from the Riestes Kingdom or this new world. Basically. Okay. But if not, that is everything for today.
Cool.
What do we have in Urban Dictionary?
We got a classic and a couple of other stuff. So this was uploaded by Star Metal on August 4th, 2019. Daniel, little bitch boy. That's just
a pure call out.
Like, yeah, they pick. I swear, Urban Dictionary is out of this world.
At that point, put the last name. I want to know what Daniel.
Oh yeah, like what poor Daniel just
give city, name, and last name. I want to know exactly. Who is this bitch boy?
That's all right. Next one is uploaded by Brittany B on September 25th, 2016. This one's kind of cool. It's called Night Window Phobia. It's a fear of looking at windows when it's dark outside. That's pretty trippy, actually.
I can see that, though.
You never know what's just shifting in the background. It is like you're just looking at it like just a vast darkness is pretty scary.
Like into the abyss.
Like especially like I've seen videos where the people on boats in big old ships, right?
Yeah.
They'll turn the lights off on the deck, and there's just nothing out there but darkness. Mm-hmm. Shit is haunting. All right. So, I don't know. So uploaded. This last one's uploaded by a muck one on May 1st, 2004. It's the famous Badonkadonk. Hey, he wrote down nice plump juicy ass. You could put uppercase on ass. So maybe this is the guy that invented Badonkadonk.
Badonkadonk.
Or at least he I guess he claimed it.
He tried to spread the word.
Well, 2004. So when did
That's a long time.
When did Badonkadonk come into the lexicon of human speech? And it could have been this guy. Or he just wrote it down. He was technically.
He wanted that to be written down in the history books.
Well, yeah, like whoever created the word, it's pretty much the creator.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of words that we don't have no history of. They're just forever in our language. So this guy, Muck One, you invented Badonkadonk, or at least you are the first step in the little dictionary definition of Badonkadonk.
And when you actually do your research, you'll find it. It's like you look up Badonkadonk in the Urban Dictionary.
You just look up Badonkadonk in Google Images, you'll find all sorts of stuff.
Back in 2004,
when I was a young lad. So that's it for today. A classic.
Yeah. All right. Well, if you guys have any comments, concerns, you can always email us at nightsofentertainmentpodcast@gmail.com and check out our 5% off discount KOE pod at Coffee Brand Coffee. Check it out. The coffee's actually pretty good. My favorite would probably be the blueberry cobbler. Not bad.
Cool.
Just a little bit of creamer in there. Turns out pretty good.
Good morning meal.
But other than that, we will see you guys next week.
Adios.